ちは、ISEP ユーストリーム特別編を今回は、山口県の岩井島からお送りしております。2月24日に、海外ゲストが来て、セッションをやり、25日には、コミュニティパワー会議を開催しました。でこの3人のスピーカーが、日本のスピーカーたちと非常に、活発に議論を交わしてきました。でその翌日、本日2月26日、みんなで岩井島に来まして、島を回ってきました。そこで、少しユースリーム特別編ということで、いろんなディスカッションしてきたんですけども、どういった感想を持ったのかということを、まずは最初に、ゲストたちに聞いてみたいと思います。So we spent a few days for community power development in Japan. So I'd like to ask you the impression of changing Japanese mind or actions. So how was it? How do you find it? So please.
I think it's very interesting to see what's happening in Japan with the community's social responsibility here. I think there's a lot of interesting movements, especially after Fukushima. I think people has kind of woken up a little bit. It was a wake-up call that was very, very unfortunate, but on the other hand, it was very helpful in the process to kind of revitalize the communities and also reactivate their responsibility in the development. So this serious discussion is very interesting, and I think we started in a good way the other day with the meeting, and I thought I heard a lot of good comments and felt that the community was awake and ready to do things. So you say the next step is to find out what to do and to do it in a orderly and constructive way. But I think community power has got a good start. So let's see what happens.
非常にそのちょっと時間があれなのであんまり通訳後っていうか後で字幕をつけますのでちょっと今日は英語でやらせていただきます。So how about you?
Yeah, it was inspiring to see so many people turn up to the conference of all ages, of both genders, children running around as well. And yeah, just to see the community committed to choosing what sort of energy future they want to have. Coming from Australia, I know that the uranium in Fukushima came from Australia, the Australian landscape, and we are all connected. And Australia is responsible for the disaster as well. And when you're here, like in Iwaishima, and there's a nuclear plant, that's a global issue. We all have the potential to be affected by that, so we all need to collaborate together to, assist communities like this to build the clean energy future that they desire.
I'm excited to see people imagining a new story. That this is an opportunity to turn a bad situation into a new opportunity, a new situation. Coming here to the island and then seeing younger people who have come here that maybe came for a visit but then decided that, hey, this is my new home. And seeing people from around Japan asking the question, well, does it have to be this way? And can we take our old traditions and use those as their foundation to create a new future for our community, for our country? And realizing that energy isn't the end, it's just one of the pieces in the puzzle. So food and energy and community all fit together as the building blocks. So the conference was fantastic, and thank you to ISEP and of course you, we've been friends for a while. Thanks for the opportunity to meet other people taking on this challenge in other parts of the world, and thank you to everybody here on the island and in Japan who are imagining a new beginning, a new space, because your ideas will help us be inspired too, to change what we're doing in our communities.
Thank you so much. So today we walk around Iwaishima. So what was your impression or your opinion about the current situation?
Well, I think from the guidance of you, I think the people of Iwaishima has a strong culture, and they have a good background, and they are grounded in a constructive and positive way. You see that they do what they like, and they do what's necessary, and this is the beginning of community responsibility, because the next step is to do maybe a little bit more than is needed. And this is where you say consumerism is a little bit in play. And this is where we need to control that we don't install a lot of different things that we don't need. But find a way to make a master plan that will solve the needs that they have here. And I think the community can talk their way through a good master plan. And then it's going to be inspirational to see, and if we can assist, I'll gladly assist in making this plan, because I think the structured master plan is good to have. It's handy to have like a recipe, a step-by-step plan to see how it works. So it's not just one project here and one project there, but it's part of a bigger scheme. And I think they have a strong will here also, these people, because they also want to keep it under control. So it's not all the big guys from the cities that'll come out and tell you what to do and what not to do. So let's start this conversation about what to do here and see how we can do it. And I think I can definitely learn from this also. To kind of keep a lid on the excitement, and then be a little bit more controlled and do the necessary things.
Thank you.
Yeah, from the meeting today and from hearing you talk yesterday, I just think that community scale approach is definitely, seems to be the leading idea for here, which is great because the area is so beautiful and, the culture is strong, and there's lots of opportunity for a diversity of technologies to be used here as well, and I think the community's got a pretty clear idea about what would suit and where they might go and how to utilise those spaces. And there's a few, barriers around policies and things like that are, there's networks that are being established to help them work with those, and then, financing is also, potentially another issue, but they have a big community of interest through the anti-nuclear movement, and then also, the regional area around here, I think would be very supportive of what they're doing here. So, I think it's an opportunity.
We've been talking about the academy in Denmark at Samsø, and ISEP is thinking about an academy, and this community can become an academy of sorts too. It can become a focal point for people to not just try the new ideas or take the old ideas and reinvigorate them, but also to train the next generation. There's a large elderly population here who are, I think, from the sounds of it, very hungry to share their knowledge and their wisdom. And that's really exciting for a lot of people to learn the old traditions, and at the same time to take some of those ideas and adapt them to a new space. We've talked a lot about conservatism and while we were here, and often that's seen as a resistance to change, but it also is a valuing of the traditions and the ideas that shape the people, that got them to where they are. And those ideas are good things and can help drive things forward. So you can be conservative, but be progressive on this energy file, on this community building file, on food, because you realize that you're protecting your culture, your community by building and adapting new tools and questioning all the time, why are we doing this? What's the purpose? What are our values? Because if you know your values, then you can make good choices. If you only have rules, you're sort of doomed to making mistakes because you just follow the rules. And this community seems to be questioning some of the rules and trying to figure out how do we live true to ourselves. And that's why you have new people coming to this community, I think.
Yeah. Thank you. じゃあ簡単にちょっと今の内容を論文しますと、この島に来て、いろんな人たちと話をすると、すごくみんなその文化的なものを大切にしている、自分たちに地に足のついた生活をしているっていうところがあって、まさにそのコミュニティの始まりっていうのは多分もうすでにあるんだろうというふうに見えるような印象がありましたと。でまたそれを支えるネットワークっていうのがこのサムスンエネルギーアカデミーにもありますし、ISEPもそういった人たちとどんどんつながっていくようにっていうそのサポートの体制もできつつあると。で、これからまたいろいろ大変なことはあるんだろうけれども、少しずつ島の人たちと話をしながら具体的に何をやっていくのかってことを一緒に助けていきたいなっていうふうなことを言ってくれています。 でまたそれをやっていく上ではやはりただエネルギーをやるんではなくて何のためにエネルギーをやるかっていうのを自分たちで何度も何度もこう考えて何に価値を置いていくのか何のためにこれをやるのかってことを、いろんな人たちと話をしながら、ぜひ一緒にやっていきたいなというふうに、心強いサポートを今いただいたところです。で、そこで、岩井島千年の島づくり基金ですね、事務局長を務めていらっしゃる山戸孝さんの方から、今回こういうふうな形で、ツアーをしていただいたんですけれども、コメントなり質問でも何でもいいんですけど、どうぞ。
昨日のコミュニティバー会議の方もずっと聞いてて、やはりやっぱりシンプルにやっぱり対話を積み重ねていくってことと、あと言われた楽しむ、ミーティングそのものを話を集まることを一緒にお酒を飲むことを楽しむ、やっぱり対話の積み重ねとそれ自体を楽しむっていうことをがやっぱり大事だなと。そのあたりがやっぱり原発問題の経験を踏まえていったときに、意見の対立が人としての対立を生んで、結果として地域の共同体が壊れていくとかで、全く楽しくない、全く真逆の方向性。だからそれのプロセスそのものを見ても、原発と自然エネルギーってのはやっぱり全く違うものなんだなというふうに感じました。
Translating in English. So, by participating in the community conference, he thought that it's simply important that keeping dialogue between people. So that's a very simple but very important point. And and second point is that we should make fun of it doing that. Have a meeting and have a party or drinking, something like that. That's kind of activity creates a good atmosphere among the people. So and experiencing in the nuclear issue in this island, the anti-nuclear movement sometimes create conflict between the people and sometimes that results in a very sad situation. But the renewable energy development is very opposite of it. So we can create something and making fun of it. So that's the impression. Yeah.
その上でそのミーティングを重ねる中での一番何をするかとか何をしないかとかという以前に、自分たちの地域に自分たちの持ってる一番大事な価値観は何なのかっていうのを共通してみんなで持つことができれば、そこがやっぱりスタートになるんだなと思いますね。
By doing such meetings, it's very important and essential that we share value, something that we can focus on. Then we can start something. That's a very starting point.
であとはその価値観をもとに変化する勇気を持つこと、それと同時に変化しないという決断に誇りを持つこと、この2つを大事にしたいと思いました。
So I think that it's very important that to have brave, to be bold, making something new, and at the same time that if we don't do something that's a decision, then we should be proud of it. So we have to do that. Yeah.
And that it won't be perfect every time. So it's not a mistake or it's not a failure. It's a step towards your success.
必ずしもいつも成功するものではないので、失敗したと言ってもそれは次のためのステップだというふうに捉えることが大事だと思います。
And I think it's also very important that this island doesn't isolate itself too much from the surroundings, and I mean to keep this little Robinson Crusoe fairy tale, because you're still part of the surrounding community, and the surrounding community has also a responsibility to keep you in the loop of communication. So it works both ways, and it's very important that what you do here will be communicated out to the outer world, because otherwise you can be isolated here also with your problems. And I think there's a lot of people out there that will help you,
Yeah.
because financing will be a problem also. It's going to be more expensive than 450 people can pay for. But you could say that you produce some really valuable products that somebody else should pay for. So there's an internal exchange, natural economy, kind of a circular economy, but there's also an external economy that has to work. And this is with the help of ISEP and other friends, and maybe we can help a little bit to make this exchange, so you can get the funding from outside also to make the right things.
Can I translate?
Yeah.
Sorry.
必ずしもこの島っていうのは島の中では閉じているんだけれども、決して孤立しているものではないと。周りにあるいろんなコミュニティとつながりを持つことができる。で、もしその島の中で本当に価値のあるものを作り出すことができたら、それは他のコミュニティにとっても価値のあるものだから、そこで、いろんな交流っていうのをすることもできますし、やはり島の中で限られたその資金とかっていうのもありますので、そういう時には本当にその価値のあるものが現れれば、それは他の周りの地域からも価値のあるものとして、対価を支払ってもらうことができるので、中だけでのそのいい経済っていうか、そのいわゆる資本主義的な経済ではない世界はあるんだけれども、それとより価値のあるものと外との交流っていうのをやはりうまく作っていくことが必要だろうというのかなと。
そうですね。岩井島だけで全てが完結して生きていけるとはやっぱり思っていませんし、でこれまでの島の歴史見てもやっぱり島の外との交流の中から生まれたこと、交流があるからこそ生きてこれた。で原発反対運動も島の人間だけでやってきたっていうわけではないというふうに思ってますし、そういった意味ではもっとそういったものを踏まえながら気楽にヘルプって言えるようになりたいですね。
So, I don't think that we live with ourselves only, because anti-nuclear movement was supported by many supporters around the island. So we would like to start the whole process with the support of or networking with other places from other people. Yes. So it's time to leave now. So very short conversation, but we can start collaboration with this opportunity, taking this opportunity. So and I'm very happy to networking with you here and keep contacts and keep making something happen. Yes.
Thank you so much for having us.
というわけで、ISEP ユーストリームの特別編岩井島よりお送りしました。どうもありがとうございました。